Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today's video is favorites for the month of September. I don't think I did a favorites for August because I don't think I filmed one in September. So I was trying to go through everything that I had enjoyed in September, and I realized, oh, it's been like the last one I did, I think, was for July. But anyway, that doesn't matter. September favorites, it's getting cooler here. It is my favorite time of year. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all my first favorite because it is Banana Republic Factory. I remember I bought the green turtleneck and the dark chocolate off the shoulder sweater from the factory, and so I got to looking again. They have the prettiest fabrics and colors, deep colors that I am really attracted to. So I ordered some more. They came in, and a couple of things I had ordered the wrong size, so I sent that back and replaced it with the new size, and then one thing I accidentally double ordered, so I replaced it. But I got boots, I got jewelry, I got 2 skirts, I got pants, I got tops. And so when it comes in, I'll show it all to you. But I just got real good deals on going to Banana Republic Factory. So that is my first favorite for the month of September. The next one came, huge favorite, and I found out about it because of watching my friend Monica. Her channel is Monica's Beauty and Lifestyles. And so of course I'm going to link her below. But she said she had found her Holy Grail sunscreen. So I thought, that sounds good. Sounds like the kind of sunscreen I would like. It is my sunscreen too. It is the Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen. Oh my goodness. I have hated sunscreens. I had to wear them, of course, but I've never liked them until this one. This goes on like... it goes on like a primer, and it just like one of those silicone primers, and it just sets your skin. It sets your skincare. It sets getting everything ready for your makeup, and it's almost like it tightens your skin up too. I just love it. I like things that are not, I don't like moisturizing my skin. I just don't. I know that's weird. This doesn't. I like things tighten up and almost dry on me because it just really firms things up better. This firms your skin like crazy. I love it. And so Monica also did a follow-up video on it called something like, is the Trader Joe's sunscreen a dupe for the Super Goop? So I will link it, but I love this, and I can never thank Monica enough for turning me on to this. It is great, great, great sunscreen. 2 eyeshadows, both of them Huda. I am so in love with Huda Beauty eyeshadows. First one that I'm talking about is the Love Fest. Great, gorgeous shade, beautiful. Glitters really, but they don't apply like a glitter. They never ever rub off. After using this and using the glitters, I went back and used my Charlotte Tilbury Rock Chick one that had glitter on it, and I put it on, you know, just like I did this one. And by the end of the day, I mean, I like that one a whole lot, but at the end of the day, it was down here on my cheeks. Nothing about this. This one is the, oh, I'm sorry, let me tell you. It is the Love Fest, and this one is the Nude Rich. This is her deepest nude. And I tell you what, they're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't say enough good things about them. I absolutely love them. I talked about them when I first got each of them and did looks and everything. And they are definitely in my favorites. Now these are going to be great, like this. If you want to wear sparkle during the holidays, like that gold down there, if you want to wear sparkle and you've got older skin, this is the way to go on crepey eyelids. It just is. You know, when you get older, everything just starts sagging. Your eyelids just start sagging, and you get the overhang, and you just don't get a smooth line anymore. And so this works really well. And so do, you know, these do too. Work really well with older eyes. They really do. I'm tickled with these. Next one is a brush. I don't usually talk about brushes a whole lot, but this one is pretty darn special. It is a slanted brush. See if you can see that. A slanted brush. I need to do my nails. They're kind of gotten long. But it's a slanted brush. And it is from Rose and Ben Beauty. It is the C31. I am using it in my crease. I saw a video of a way an eyeshadow look was done that I used to do all the time for years and years and years. I got away from it, but I tried it again after watching this video, and I will talk about that later. After watching this video, and she used this brush, and it turned out just great. It's just, well, I'll talk about it later, but I used this brush and I really like it. Okay, a YouTube channel, and I've talked about her before, but I've got to talk about her again. I had a hard late August, early September. There's just some things just weren't good at all. I hate to say it, and I'm trying not to complain, but they weren't. I stayed awake at night worrying. I cried a lot. I don't think I filmed a whole lot in September because I was just going through sorrow. You know, it was just family stuff, and it wasn't that bad. It was just something that I need to, you know, get a grip on. So I would lay awake at night and I would watch Whispers Red. It's ASMR. I've talked about it before. I love ASMR. That's where you tap and she talks in a soft voice. I tried it myself and it wasn't a success at all. I sounded like I was doing an obscene phone call. But evidently when I try to do it, when I whisper, I get breathy like that. So it sounded like I was, you know, calling somebody and being dirty. And then the accent didn't help. But Emma, she's so relaxing, and she does these noises like rubbing on fabric and brushing her hair and tapping on things, and she's so soothing, and I just relax when I listen to her speak. She's absolutely wonderful. And I just can't say enough good things about her. And so she would calm me down at night and I would be able to go to sleep. I would turn on my phone and I'd go downstairs and turn on my phone in one of her videos, like where she was brushing her hair. And the next thing I knew, it would be morning. So I was able to get my sleep and kind of work through my worry. So I feel like I owe her a lot. I really do. The next one, oh my goodness. So I bought a new mug from Starbucks, and it is a mug and it has the top on it. So I take my granddaughter to school every morning, and it's about 30 minutes away because it's a good school and her parents wanted to send her there. So I volunteered to take her in the morning. Somebody else is bringing her home. So I fix my coffee before I go, and so I bought this mug and I really liked it, and I liked the top. I'm real kind of particular about the tops on my mugs or my travel cups. I'm kind of particular about it. I want the opening to be just right where I don't have to, go like that, but where it won't all pour out on me and scald me. Well, I found the perfect one, the perfect opening, and so I bought it. And I brought it home, and that next morning I got ready to put it in my coffee holder beside my seat. And it wouldn't fit. It was, that big, and then the coffee holder was this big that was built into the car. I thought, oh shoot. Well, I'm gonna have to give it up. Or I stood there and held it, and I kind of drove with one hand, and my granddaughter was like, I think you need to let me hold that. But so Doug helped me, and he said, I think you need this one. It is the Seven Sparta coffee mug. Now let me tell you, okay, so it's got these things on it that are stoppers, so they keep it from slipping out. And so I put it in, I thought, well, and it just slipped right out again. I thought, well, that's not going to help any, you know. But what I didn't realize, it turns and the little stoppers pop out bigger. So you keep turning and turning and turning, and it stopped. I got it as tight as I wanted it to be, and it stopped, and it's not going anywhere. And you can do all different sizes. And look, it's got a place right here, a kind of a slit right here that the handle of the coffee mug goes down. I tell you what, I was the happiest camper. You can't imagine the joy I got from this. I was like, oh, Doug, you're a genius. Thank you, honey. I just love you to death. I had given him my computer, and he put it in my cart and everything, and I ended up buying it. So I do have it on my Amazon list, I believe. But it is, I mean, you can make it as shallow or as big as you want it, and it's got those stoppers in it, the rubber stoppers. And boy, you can't get it out until you want it to. Great, great, great invention. This one, I gave it a try. I didn't like it, but a lot of you might. So I thought I would mention it's not a failure, it's just not what I want to do. So, you know, as we get older, we get these lines right here and stuff right there. And so I've noticed that mine are getting deeper, and I think, you know, I think what I'm going to do is, well, I have started derma rolling them. So I'm going to be derma rolling right here, see if it makes a difference. But I don't drink out of a straw. But I know people that do, and they say don't drink out of a straw because it, you know, you pucker your lips, and it, you know, like smoking, if you drink out of a straw, it will make premature lines above your lips. So I kind of Googled around, and I found this on Amazon. So what it is, it's called Lip Sips. It's the fix for your lips. And it comes with a little cleaner, you know, that you can clean it with too. I'm going to give it a try again. But what the premise is, because I had tried biting on a straw just to see and going like that, I couldn't get anything out. Well, this is the same premise. So you put it in your mouth, and it does your cheeks instead of your lips puckering. Instead of your lips puckering, your cheeks go in and out, and you know, you can get your liquid out of it. It kind of annoyed me. I just would rather drink out of a glass, or you know, whatever, and you know, kind of keep my lips straight that way. But if you're drinking from a straw, I thought I would mention it for you because it did pucker your lips less than drinking from a straw. So it's called Lip Sips. This is out in the car, but I thought I would mention it. My granddaughter plays DJ when we go over to school every morning, because like I said, it takes us almost 30 minutes to get there. And then, you know, I like to listen to something back. So she plays DJ. She tries to think of modern songs that I would like, and surprisingly, she likes a little bit of country too. So she'll try to figure out songs that I like as she plays DJ. Missy, do you like this one? Yeah, that one's a good one. So to be able to listen to it in my van, and my van is very old. I got an Aux Cord, which stands for auxiliary cord. I got one off Amazon. I will link it in case you have the kind of thing. Doug always told me I couldn't put an aux cord in that, and then I looked it up, and yes, I could. It's a round button on my van with a little hole in it that the plug plugs into, and then she can plug it into her phone. I can plug it on my phone, and it comes out through the radio and the speakers, and we can hear it together. You know, it's not just on her phone, like you know, turn that up, I can't hear it. We hear it all through the van, and so we can, you know, enjoy our music together. And so I told her, you know, I've got a playlist of my songs that I liked back in the day. I want to play them for you and see what you think about them. You know, kind of like those reaction videos where the younger people, as teenagers, listen to songs from the 60s and 70s, and they have their reaction. So I'm curious what her reaction is going to be, because she just loves music. I mean, she adores music. She's 15. So we get to enjoy our music together because of this aux cord. I will show a picture of it. The next one is The Voice, the start of The Voice. This is a little bit of tradition with my some of my grandchildren that kind of have gotten interested in it, and they come over the nights of the week that The Voice is on. I also record it, and so they have to go to bed before one of the episodes is over with because it comes on kind of late. But they come over and they will watch it what I have recorded, and so we get our favorite people. They really enjoy it. It's kind of a bonding thing, and we kind of root for the same people and stuff. So The Voice, that has kind of been kind of fun for our family. Okay, another TV show is McDonald and Dobbs. I've talked about it before. They had a new season. It is such a well done show. It is intelligent, it is humorous. It's about an older guy that has come back on the force and is a detective, and his younger boss that is female, and she's got all the latest gadgets, and he writes everything out by hand and is old school, and so they complement each other really, really well. She brings him into modern times. He makes her realize sometimes old school detective work is, there's something to be said for it too. So McDonald and Dobbs. The Boleyns. This is how if you like history, especially British history, this is a background of the Boleyn family. And the reason I'm interested, of course, so many Americans, we've done our genealogy and stuff, and I'm actually, my great 15 great grandfather is Anne Boleyn's uncle. He was a Howard, Thomas Howard, is that his name? Anyway, he was the first Duke of Norfolk, and so the current Duke of Norfolk, he looks just like my uncle. It's really kind of amazing. I noticed him in the Queen's funeral. He organized it and everything, so he's a very, very distant cousin of ours, but he looks just like my uncle. And I showed his picture to my brother. He said, oh my gosh, they could be twins. That's how I got interested in being that it was Anne Boleyn's uncle, that he was involved in it too. He was not a nice person. Like I said, he was my grandfather. He was not a nice person, and he eventually turned against Anne Boleyn. So it's kind of a background of the whole family. And that was too long what I told you all, but that was why I was so interested in it. So it's called The Boleyns. The next one, Thief, His Wife, and His Canoe. Oh my goodness. It's a true story. It took place in the UK. It's about, it says this early on. Well, I'm not going to tell you. A big thing happens, but I'm not going to tell you. You just need to watch it. It's about a husband that does a really dramatic thing, and he brings his wife along with him, and it's just hard to believe. It's just hard to believe. It's crazy. Redemption. I feel like I have talked about this on here, but maybe I get Instagram, I'll talk about things on Instagram. I talk about things on here. If I talked about it on here, please excuse me. I went back to my last favorites and I didn't see that I had talked about it. Redemption. It's about a woman detective in the UK. I think she might be in London. And one day she gets a phone call that says, this person has died. She's like, I don't know that person. And she kept getting a phone call. This person has died and you were mentioned in their will. You need to call us back. She's like, I don't know that person. But she finally calls back and gets this surprise of her life. And she has to go through, her whole life changes, and she has to go through redemption. So therefore the name. Shetland is going on right now. It is the last season for the main guy. I've heard it's going to continue without him. I don't know. But we haven't watched it yet, but I wanted to mention that it's on now. They've had, I think they usually have 6 episodes. They've downloaded 3. They download one every week. We're waiting until the end, so I will talk about it more later, but I just wanted to mention that it's on. We're going to take a weekend and just binge watch it like crazy, and so I'll let y'all know what I think, but it is on right now. So, some podcast, Big Mad True Crime. It's this girl, Ashley. I can't think of her name. I know the name Ashley. I can't think if it's her first name or her last name. doggone it. But she gets big mad at true crimes that happen, and I really enjoy her a lot. In fact, I've joined her Patreon, which was just $1 a month. So I thought, well, that's well worth it. And you get it sooner and with no commercials. But I really like her a whole lot. She just really is very thorough on the cases. Okay, the next one is a book. It's a series that I have mentioned before, and I know several of you read her books. It's very lightweight. It is part of the genre of cozy murders, where everything is just real cozy, and there is a murder, yes, but the people that solve it are best friends, and they're knitters, and they just do so many sweet things together, but they always solve that murder. But this one this one is a dark and snowy night. It's the Seaside Knitters Society books, and it's the latest one. So if you like cozy mysteries that don't really scare you or anything like that, then that's the latest one of that. There's a whole series of them. It takes place kind of close to where, it's a fictional town close to where Monica lives, on the coast outside of Boston, I think. I think it's 4 women that get together every Thursday night and knit, and then they solve a crime that comes to their town. I tell you what, for it to be such a small little town, this little fictional town, they sure do get the murders, let me tell you. It's kind of like Midsummer. So I have enjoyed the latest book on that. She does one about every year, and I always look forward to it. Another one I really like is Once Upon a Crime. I don't know the girl's name, and I have looked it up. I still can't find her name, but she kind of gives the story behind this story is what she calls it. But I think I might have mentioned her before, or that podcast before, but I really do enjoy that. And that is it. I think Doug and I are getting pizza for supper tonight, so I am going to get off here and edit this and upload it and try to get the time down a little bit where it won't be so long. Thank you for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Have a blessed week, and I love you all. I sure do appreciate it. Bye-bye.